One of my favorite concepts, the data-driven feedback loop. A few years ago, Big Ron, welcome back. A few years ago, what happened was, it's probably been almost 3 years, I set up a Facebook group called Feedback Loops, and I knew that that's as far as I'd come with the feedback loops. That was the unique thing that I thought was different, that people just maybe weren't understanding. I know with sales funnels, a lot of people were talking about sales funnels. I'm like, there's this thing about feedback loops. So as I kept studying it, I've changed my opinion of what that thing is over the last 5 years. There's paradigm shifts and all kinds of things that I like. The compound effect is the one I've settled on at this moment. That's the overall framework. The data-driven feedback loop is within the sales funnel. It's within the compound effect. The reason you do the data-driven feedback loop is so that you achieve a compound effect. So what a data-driven feedback loop is, for example, if you you can use it with Facebook, social media, Twitter, Google Analytics, blogging. You can use it with almost anything. So I'll give an example. I got a Facebook page right now that I'm working on for somebody. It's got 24 to 25,000 likes on it. We've had a few posts that have reached 100,000. Well, we've done quite a few. We did one at 50,000 reach in 23 hours yesterday, and had over 1,000 shares in 23 hours. So that one was successful. We've had another one that within 5-6 days made it, I think it probably made up to 150 to 170,000 reach by now. And that one's like almost, if I were to check, I haven't checked in a week or two, it's probably almost 3,000 shares now. So what you're doing is you're sharing a lot of different things. You're experimenting, trying a lot of different things, right? Because it doesn't cost a lot of money to post on Facebook if you're doing it organically. Then what you do is you go to insights and you check the insights, and you check and you do ascending, descending, or descending to ascending, I guess I should say, or ascending to descending. And what you're doing is you're looking for the ones with the most impressions, the most clicks, most reach, some of that kind of stuff. And typically the ones with the most reach are the ones with the most engagement, with the likes and the shares and all that kind of stuff. I seem to like all of the engagements. I know a lot of people like, they completely like the shares because they're like, well, if I'm getting all the shares, then my site is exploding. I don't think that's necessarily the truth. I've studied the numbers. I've studied it every different which way. I think there's about 5 different metrics, from the post clicks to the likes to the comments to the shares. The comments are the hardest ones typically to get when you get a lot of numbers. And there's post clicks, and then there's other clicks, and there's like article clicks and so forth. So there's up to about 5 different engagement metrics. I've found that if you count all of them, they're not all equal. There's a difference in the algorithm, but if you count just one of them as a click, and you keep 1 out of every 20 people on your page clicking at least one of those, I found that the posts go fairly viral when that's the case, and they just keep going more and more viral. So example, if you get 80 reach and like 2 people click in the beginning on your first 80 reach, that's like 1 in 40 ratio. Typically, a lot of times it'll just stop. They won't go viral anymore. The only thing I've found that I believe to bring back your traction or create it if you never had it is to just go get 25 to 50 to 100 new relevant likes. I'm not talking about the likes from somewhere other parts of the world where they're fake likes and stuff like that. I'm talking about like real engaged likes. So you might have to go pay $50 for 100 likes or something like that. Or you might have to earn them by going to the other part of your page where you're actually commenting on other pages, and then people come over and like your page. You need a good, I don't know what that number is, probably 50 to 100 recent ones, and then you need to just keep them coming in, like an extra 5 or 10. The reason for that is one of those pages, I think when we had the first 91,000 reach in one of those 24-hour periods, we had only 69 organic likes. I should say only, it's quite an achievement. I mean, we had some paid likes as well, but it's impressive when you can get that many organic likes. But that's kind of where the numbers came in. So 69 organic likes on that 91,000 reach for that day. So for that page collectively. So those are things that you want to keep in mind as well. I'm just trying to think of any other parts that I can add, but the data-driven feedback loop. So what you're going to do basically is you're going to take that data from the insights, and you're going to say, well, what are the keywords that all of these have in common? And as a general rule on Facebook, the post, here's what has worked for me. Figure out the keywords that people identify with. on your page. Don't exclude lots of people. Okay, so if you do one on just relationships, you might exclude people. If you do one just on health or just on money, you might exclude people. Pick the keywords that gets a lot of people to identify with it. Always make the images, if you want success, make the images very large, so as large as you can make them. Same thing when you do blog posts. The images need to be the large ones, not the smaller side ones. You need the large ones. And then make it colorful, typically, or have very interesting colors that grabs their attention. It doesn't always have to be colorful. And then the celebrity quotes work extremely well. Those work extremely well. And then you should have a lot of...
Meet Mike. Mike's stuck growing his service business. Mike's already wasted too much money and time with failed results. Mike has more cash to invest than time to waste. Mike really values his time. Mike knows marketing is an investment and not an expense. Mike's business has a proven LCV, lifetime customer value, between $5,000 to $1 million. Meet Bob. Bob is also stuck growing his service business, but Bob first needs to achieve a better product market fit which is aligned and in high demand with his target audience. Hi, my name is Ron Orr, and I am your solution to being stuck. I can help you refine your positioning in the market. I can help you refine your elevator pitch. I can help you refine your explainer video. I can help you refine your SEO keyword headlines. I'll help you achieve your 10 times growth mindset. We'll focus on measurable results with my proven formulas. 2 times traffic, 2 times leads, 2 times conversions, 2 times retention, 2 times frequency, 2 times traction, 2 times LCV, 2 times ROI. My skill set, which will scale your business, is A/B split tests, growth hacking, SEO, search engine optimization, the build, measure, feedback loop, optimizing big data, data-driven decisions, reverse engineering your LCV with math. Let's grow our ROIs together. What are you waiting for? Contact Ron Orr today, www.ronorr.com. Because your biggest expense isn't marketing, it's opportunity cost. You don't have the time to keep finding out that you don't know what you don't know.